almost forget sometimes that you have to look after the players and all their other injuries, and that they can get injured with shoulder injuries and knee injuries, because this year seemed like we were focused on COVID, especially at the start of the year. But at the same time, it's just something that we had to do in order to play hockey this year, and we would do it all over again if it meant that we got to play 68 games in playoffs. And we decided that we were going to rapid test all our players 3 days after they came back from the Christmas break, and that's really when all of our COVID cases started. We did pick up about 3 or 4 positives on those rapid tests, so we then decided to PCR test the whole team, and then picked up a whole bunch more. And basically within a 3-week period, we had probably 95% of our players and staff that had tested positive, and all were either asymptomatic or mildly symptomatic. Travel between Canada and the US with all the extra measures, and I think the rules changed about 3 times throughout the year in terms of when to test, where to test, how long you could test before you came back. So just trying to stay current with all of the protocols for the federal government, and then obviously organizing all the tests either in Canada or the US in order for us to go play Flint, Saginaw, and Erie. Was definitely the most challenging, just logistically. It does seem like this year there has been a few more injuries, I would say, where players are missing significant periods of time, and I would attribute that to, and I probably would have predicted before the season started, that we would have had that just based on the fact that our schedule is so condensed, and then on top of that, having canceled and postponed games rescheduled, there's not a lot of recovery time, there's not a lot of rest time for our players. And we are seeing probably an uptick in the number of injuries and the significance of those injuries this season for sure. There's a bigger shift now in terms of the recovery aspect, and I think you'll see a lot more of that, just planning around when to practice, how long to practice, how hard to push the guys, especially in a season like this where our season has been so condensed and the games are so close together. What is the right way to sort of manage that, to sort of minimize the amount of injury that we have with our players? It's starting to feel a little bit more normal, and that sort of has you excited about post-pandemic hockey, maybe being able to travel and playing some of the Eastern Conference teams, and some of those road trips that you look forward to every year that we didn't have this year. So definitely looking forward to post-pandemic hockey and just getting back to the new normal, and just enjoying the full hockey season without COVID, hopefully.